not fully prepared. Holy Week includes a number of characters who are not fully prepared for what is expected of them. On Palm Sunday, the disciples are not prepared to keep watch with Jesus in the garden. 3 times they fall asleep. On Good Friday, Peter is not prepared to witness his allegiance to Jesus. Peter denies Jesus repeatedly, but there is another set of characters who are ill-equipped, and their lack of preparation carries its own message for us. In the Gospel of Mark, chapter 16, verses 1 through 7, for Holy Saturday, holy women bring spices to the tomb to anoint Jesus' body, but they have little confidence that they will be able to accomplish their purpose. They say to one another, "Who will roll back the stone for us from the entrance to the tomb?" Well, frankly, shouldn't they have thought about that before they left? They had the spices, but they had no access to Jesus' body. Was it a wise plan to count on finding a burly gravedigger early on Sunday morning who was willing to help strangers? It is clear that the women did not have all that was necessary to accomplish their mission. So why did they set out in the first place? They believed that what they desired to do was too important to wait. They trusted that God would help them find the pieces that were missing from their plan, that God would provide those things they could not. In our lives, there are issues that are so important that we must set out to solve them, even though we do not have all that is necessary to do so. We might have a significant relationship that is falling apart. We know that by ourselves we do not have the means to fix it. The gospel tells us to begin always trusting that God will help us find the pieces that are missing. We might be disgusted by the injustice of the world, the selfishness of our culture, or the incompetence of people in positions of authority. The gospel today challenges us to set out even when we know that we do not have every resource we need. We may be surprised how God can use the small efforts we make for larger purposes. Now, of course, the good news of Easter morning is that when the women arrived at the tomb, God did provide what they could not. Not only was the stone rolled back, but the one they came to anoint was raised up. God's actions far exceeded their expectation. But this much is certainly true. If the women had decided not to go because they did not have all that was necessary, they would have not found the empty tomb. They would have missed Easter. Today, let us promise that we will not. For more stories, please visit our website, www.pamphlets2inspire.com.